Greetings, Josh. Hardwick's in here. Um, I'm sorry I'm late. Not that most of you are gonna know, because by the time you show up, you're probably late too. Um, one of my friends was on the PlayStation while I was downloading Diablo, and I wanted to talk to her because I haven't seen her in a while. Hey, Feely boy. So where we ended, from that cutscene, Feely boy. I didn't when I um where it ended when I beat that thing. It went into a cutscene, so I apologize because you missed some of the cool cutscene. Um, he also was in limbo, so that was kind of interesting. I'm just gonna look around here because you need to look for shit. Always look for shit in this game. Oh, I could get out here if I want. So let's do that. So we have a way out if we don't want to play the game. Hey, hello. Yeah, there's clues on the wrong side there. Okay. I just finished eating. Good. I ate too. It was one of the reasons I was late was because I was eating. What's that taking? Well, I was already there, so I suppose. Hopefully this thing doesn't want to kill me. You never know about these robots. They're weird. Because they're supposed to be the friendliest of the bunch, but they're like weird. They're like, what they remind me of? In Pitch Black. Remember, not Pitch Black. The Chronicles of Riddick. Remember the chitter? They remind me of the chitter. The creature that comes and finds them. Okay, where is that? I hear it. It's the hawk. But where's the camera? No, it's not here yet. But they're the ones that could see the X-ray. Remember? Well, that's the hospital. We just came out someplace else. I see. Well, I don't need to be here then. Interesting. So it teleported you. He wakes up on this other side. It's very intriguing. Okay, well, we don't need to go that way. Not right now, unless we decide we don't want to go this way, which could be a possibility, since I don't know what's down here. Oh, what's in here? Absolutely nothing but fishes. The situation is critical. Intriguing. Oh, what the heck happened? Oh, That's a whale. Why are we... Oh, there's a robot in the whale, of course.
That crazy-ass pump thing killed that whale. Damn.
The dewdrop is the latest design in the field of biomechanics.
Oh, fuck me.
Simply, it is a hydraulic pump.
Isn't that what I just said?
Oh, shit. Where the fuck did he go? I'm gonna hide behind frickin'... Okay, you know what? Let's try something different here. Oh, I missed him totally. That sucks. Can you like get out of my way? Okay, well, he's not hurting me a whole lot, but it's still not great. Shit, I missed him. Oh, no, I hit him. Okay. Can I heal myself? Not missing. Wait, where's my gun? How do I... Where's yours? I don't know if I can get through this one. I don't know how to kill it. Told you we'll probably have to go and... Okay, let's go this way. Going this way? On to the other side of whale. Keep the whale and that'll be good. That didn't work. Okay, here. We won't get through this. I don't have a whole lot of... Oh, yep, I'm out now. We're done. Okay. Can I jump on the whale? That would be useful. I'm gonna die here. We'll have to make sure when we start the next time we... Yeah, I don't want to go out. Ouch. Ow. I don't have... Why is my gun keeps coming out? Okay. I don't have any... Oh, I don't have anything. I'm out of bullets. Shit. I don't. Recoil on this thing sucks. Unless I'm standing still. Off me. Wow. Ew, shit, it's one of them. Right, now we're out of that. I'll go this way. Got 150 of those. That'll take forever though. Look at that, that'll give me nothing, huh?
Lousy piece of shit.
Oh, fuck me. How's the water dragon doing? Good, good, good. He was supposed to be fed today, so I'm sure he's okay. I don't know what that was about. Where'd it go? No. Right! Holy moly's! Morgana! Oh shit! I'm dead. Ah, fuck. I was so close. But that's alright, we're gonna get us some... Oh, unless it drops me down there. I can't get out of there. Because if I can't get out to start someplace else, that's gonna be a problem. We need more fat boys, I think, because they make the biggest booms. What is that? I have no idea what it is. Do you remember how they were talking about how they were creating these weird polymer blood creatures to go live on other planets? Well, apparently that is part of that. But other than that, nope, don't got a clue. I felt I come out and this is where I get to go. The Azario is a female, we are pretty sure, because her head is bigger than her body. That's how you tell in axolotls if you can't sex them. So, their bodies are pretty squishy. I don't think you want to touch them to try it. Will it get to Mars? I'm thinking, Feely, that's where it was. That's what they were creating it for, right? Didn't they say Mars was the next place? But I was telling Feely, I'm sorry that I was late. I was late because, well, I was talking to Barbara.
Access granted.
I need more shit. Okay, I did build another new gun. Where's the fat boy? I did get a new gun. We have this. I don't know what it does. And it doesn't have much damage, so. Okay, so we'll probably move that. We'll go ahead and move that. Can put that over there. I don't know what it runs though. What ammo it runs. But we could try it. I mean, that's what life is about, trying shit. Okay, but we could make some more fat boys. Okay, so we can't use them?
Access granted.
I need to shoot better, okay? I need to shoot better. I don't know how. I don't know what kind of ammo it uses. That was the one we... That's Yaya thing. Yaya!
Access granted.
Oh, I can't.
Get.
Hammer. Okay, so there's like that. That's it. So what does it use?
That's alright.
What happened? Oh, I know what I was doing.
No, they ripped the bag.
So, what will it be, Major?
Sorry,
Weapons
somebody
or
at the door.
ability?
I want your fortune cookie.
I was gonna rip it anyway.
What's going on?
And I picked up the bag.
Oh. Hey, give me a fortune cookie.
Huh?
Give me a fortune cookie. I might have some rice later, but not right now. Thank you.
Angel, do you want a fortune cookie?
Ha! He's like, unfortunately, yes, I would like a fortune.
I got another fortune cookie.
No, probably not. Here.
Normally they give you like 4
No,
or 5.
or yeah, but not today because I wanted them. You're welcome. Okay, so we have to move something because. Well, which one's that? Electro. Oh, we should do that. Okay, so I don't know what this uses. So let's see what it uses. I want to do. I need to do this. Wait, hold on. I need to do that. I was hoping that was electric. I must have mucked that up. I mucked it up. Yeah, see the elevator brings you up here. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to see if this goes. Wait. It's not on there. No. Why is it not on there? Didn't I not? Oh. Did I not fix it to be on there? Okay, that's that one. That one. No, it's not on there. Okay, excuse me. What happened here?
Authorization. Major Nichayev.
It says it's on there. Why can't I bring it up? Okay, let's take. Maybe you can only have 5 weapons at a time. Let's take this one off. Okay, let's put. Guess we could put. Oh, well, at that rate, we can put a healing in there, I guess. But I don't want that healing. And then we want to. That's not what I wanted. That was weird. These items. So fancy. Okay, and then. Get another healing.
You don't need paper.
Authorization. Major Nichayev. Codename P3. Access granted.
And then let's do what Feely always reminds me to do. Look and see if there's something we can boost our ability up. Okay, so then. I don't think I want to upgrade. The only thing I want to upgrade is. Well, we haven't upgraded this one. That would probably work well. Okay, so we could do. Do we have that module? We do. How's that one? Okay, but let's do. I don't have anything on the magazine. I don't notice the alien is really all that big of a deal. And we're lacking in stuff. And stuff. We don't have enough stuff now. Because we did whatever. But that's okay. That would be good. And that's lagging. Okay. We didn't have anything here we could do. Okay. But it still won't let me hook up the. I wonder why. Interesting. Have I not set it up? Okay, well, let's do this first. Because now, why? I'm gonna do Fat Boy first, but why is it not letting me do the pulse rifle? Why can I not do the pulse rifle? Look at the pulse rifle. That was this. No, this one. It doesn't. Why can't I do that one? Heavy pulse rifle that raises spheres of composed electrified being fired each pulse. Retain its shape. Yes, but why can't I equip it? Why can I not equip it? I don't understand. It won't let me equip it. Okay, that's weird. Alright, well, I'm not gonna wham about it right now. I don't know why it won't. Maybe you can only have one. Maybe it's like Destiny. You get one heavy gun. So I don't know what the issue is. But we're gonna look at this real quick. What's this one? Resonant malfunction. Increase the damage. What's that one? Chain link. Does he have? Oh, he has more health. Looks like. Using medical products allows you to fully regenerate. Cool. Let's take that one. What's this one? That one is resistant element change. It's not something we need to worry about. We train tuck and roll when avoiding. To do so, try jumping right before you land. It's the bad boy, not the fat boy. It's a fat boy. They call it. Can't tell you why they. Well, because it's a big gun. I've been using that one. A whole lot there. Okay, so what's this one? Lost health is recycled into energy. So your range attacks consume less recirculation chain power. That'd probably be good. The Fan Master. Increase energy regeneration rate. That'll be good, but I'm wondering about this one. Lost health. What's this one? That's another. Oh, yeah, that's what we want. A power cell! This one. Melee attacks restore more energy to the circulation chain. So that one, or just. It's one or the other, I guess. I don't know. Let's wait and see, though. Polymer shield. What's this one say? When active, polymer shield double income melee attack and reflects it. Ooh, that would be good. I don't use. I try to use the shield a lot. I don't always remember to reduce the cooldown on the shield. Yeah, that'd be great. Okay. There we go. Let's save so we don't have to do that all again, because that's annoying. Remember. What you making? What are we making in there? Get some. No one's listening. I was talking in there to you. You didn't answer me, so it's like, okay. What is it? If you have a pancake extra, put it aside. Did you hear me?
Huh?
If you have a pancake extra, can you put it aside?
Yep.
And then I'll have one when I'm done.
Okay.
Because I can put them in the microwave. All right.
Saving data.
Doesn't work, we'll figure out why. Here. Gonna make me do that whole thing again. I just want this. I won't go so good. I can do that later. Since obviously where we need to go is supposedly down here. I don't know if that's true or not, but let's go see. Let me save it. Burp.
Saving data.
Alright. My legs are full. Okay, so we went through here. We went in here. Nothing in here. I'll get stuck. To start the game over anyway. Got nothing going on. Last time I fell off there, so I didn't know what I was doing. Here it comes.
Did that crazy-ass pump thing kill that whale? Damn.
The dewdrop is the latest design in the field of biomechanics. To put it simply, it is a hydraulic pump.
Isn't that what I just said?
I thought I had a homing thing. Come here. Damn it, I have to hold, you have to stand still so I can shoot you. Not fair. Make it stand still. Yeah, I don't think so. Damn, missed him again. Something ringing in my ear. I got too low. Oh, wait till he's on top of me. Oh, that's weird. You did better with that shit. Yo. Oh, you fucker. Ow. on top of me? A bit that other section. There's the little blood stuff. Can't get that. Ow. Not right. Okay, this is where we do the blood shit. Ow. No, I don't think so. That was rude. Ow, that was rude. Right into my ear. Ow, dewdrop. This is shithead. Dewdrop, stop it. Oh. Oh, we're done on that one. We're done on that one. Come here. I want to hit you. What you got? You got shit. Okay. We're going down to melee in a minute. Yep, that's what it is. Shoots blood at you. Oh shit. No. No. Do that. Oh, you fucker. Stop it. Come on. I gotta get out of there. Come on. What? I can't get out. I'm stuck. We're down to the last little bit and I have no more ammo. Where is he? Fucker. We did it! Woo! Kill Dewdrop. We did it. Sorry, Dewdrop. Cute name. Oh, fuck you. That would suck. I need to go make more ammo. Anything exciting? Did I get anything exciting? No. Whoops. Okay, so do up here. Seems like a good thing to be hanging out here. I'm going climbing, guys.
Whoa, that thing was dangerous. I didn't know if I could handle it.
And there are much more powerful robots out there.
Really?
Real combat robots are far deadlier.
There aren't any combat bots here.
Not yet, but once Collective launches, they will be everywhere. And 2 of them will be equipped with beta connectors. Do you have any idea how much blood will be spilled because of one person's private ambitions?
You in the rings are driving me nuts. When are you assholes gonna stop trying to pull my strings? Done. Happy now?
Good decision, Comrade Major.
It's up
I
there.
have no doubt that
Huh?
it saved
There's one up
lives.
there for you.
Okay,
Perhaps
thank you.
many more than I can imagine.
Not
Let's
really,
hope so.
because you just threw it in the water. Somebody can find it. What a bunch of dummies. It's like the One Ring, only it's 2. Pretty sure that. Oh, why can't I get up? Okay, so we have absolutely no ammo. Yep. So we'll be down to sword. Which is fine. Sword's good. Oh, and really bad robots.
Crap, what a surprise. Why'd they freeze up?
The access code has been successfully extracted from Petrov's neuropolymer memory. Combat mode has been disabled, and the robots have returned to their normal status. Well done, my boy. Everyone who was able to hide and survive owes you their lives. You've done me proud.
Thank you, sir. What now?
Come back to Chelome, get a checkup, and take some leave. You've earned it. I'll deal with the fallout from this mess.
Roger that. I'm on my way.
You didn't tell Sechenov about Philanthropa. Are you still planning to meet with her?
I want to see this evidence she says is so important.
Dr. Sechenov isn't going to like it, you know.
So don't tell him.
I just want to see what's up here. Let's look out into the world. Huh. There's swimming. I mean, he can swim, but can we go swimming? No, that's wrong. This way. Oh, what's all that?
Think we should head upstairs?
He didn't answer you, so probably not. Oh, we got some ammo.
A lighthouse, huh? So where is she? Larissa! Freaking critters, you around here somewhere?
I do not detect anyone in the vicinity.
Let's take a look around. She's gotta be here.
Do you trust Dr. Philanthropa?
I don't trust anyone. But she's got something important to tell me. And I'm sure Dr. Sechenov is hiding something.
Has Dr. Sechenov ever told you about his plans?
Not really. I mean, he's never really had to, but now this whole thing with Petrov, Jellyman killed Stock and the boss didn't even bat an eye. Is the launch of Collective really so important he can't even delay it out of respect for the dead?
I have no data on this topic, Comrade Major.
No data, huh? Well, I don't have any data
no.
either. So let's go get some.
Oops, we jumped it over it. We're gonna do that. We'll be doing this for a little bit. Jump, 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 jump. Apples! Tons of them. Vacuum. It's a lot like Fallout's fog vacuum cleaner. Okay. We can go down. I'm gonna go down first just to see if there's something down there. Yep.
What do we have here? A chair and a TV? This isn't what I was expecting.
What were you expecting? I suspected this room has a specific function.
Do I have to sit down in it? Well, I'm gonna go up before I go down then. Let's go. Be a cool little place to have as a hangout. Lighthouse. I have to say, the scan thing, I don't use a whole lot. That's it. Yeah. So, we need to go back down. I could build it down into the stone. It's like a nesting doll. Okay, so we have to.
I believe that the unscheduled acceleration was caused by the elevator access system being hacked. Otherwise, Dr. Falatova would not have been able to initiate it.
So she hacked the system. Kind of like how all these poor bastards got hacked to bits. So that's Neptune, huh? Looks nice. Actually, it looks amazing. A rapture. I wouldn't mind spending some time there myself. But I can't even imagine what's going on there right now.
Comrade Sechenov asked you to return to Chelamet. How will you explain this delay?
We can deal with that. Let's talk to the doc first. But If she tries to take off again, she's gonna regret it. I'm sick of playing cat and mouse with her.
And we're going underwater, and he threw the rings in here, and they'll find them. Yay!
What are we doing here? What do you want?
Just hear me out, P3. Let me try to give you a different perspective, and then you can decide how to handle things. Do you know how Sechenov is planning to use Collective? What he's going to do with it?
After Collective launches, people will be able to control robots with their minds, and they won't be able to stab each other in the back anymore. Sounds nice.
I used to think that way too, but that's not how things really are. Collective isn't just about controlling robots. Sechenov will be able to control everyone who's a part of Collective. Collective is diabolical, Nechayev. It's even worse than slavery.
Bullshit. It's just the same old chain of command, but on a virtual network. What's so awful about that?
Come on, see for yourself.
I've got questions. Where are we?
This is the Academy of Consequences, the facility's memory, analytics center, and primary archive. The activities of all the other complexes are studied here in order to draw conclusions and generate probability matrices.
Get to the point.
The Academy has a number of interesting departments. For example, there's the Radio of the Future. By mathematically combining shortwave and quantum echoes, we can predict the music people will be listening to 50 or even 80 years into the future. But there's another very special department here called Polymerized Subject Behavioral Psychology. They're supposed to be volunteers, but...
How'd you get in here? Why didn't the Drofus stop you?
I work here. Well, I used to. Only Sechenov can revoke my access. And he's got his hands full right now. And I'm no threat to him.
Get to the point. And no more grenades or other bullshit. Any funny business at all and I'll kill you. This is your last warning.
Sure, fine. Come on, I won't waste your time.
Okay, lead on.
Am I going through first? Seems weird. Why would you let her go in first? Ha! It got dark all of a sudden. Oh, cutscene. I like his boots.
Are you ready? Disable polarization.
The fuck is this place? A haunted house or something?
It's a tomb of the mind. The volunteers who lay the foundation for Collective. The first few groups of subjects all died. Group 30 went insane. Group 73 killed themselves. Group 101 killed each other. Group 204 was the most successful. They all survived. Their consciousness is now in an imaginary world. We call it Limbo.
He's been there.
And their bodies are here, under my complete control. Want me to make them do something?
Why?
To show that I'm not lying?
Whatever. Line them up.
He's always in limbo, and somebody's always calling him to come find him.
Keep going.
My love.
The fat guy. Tell him to jump. He could use it.
Just him? Why don't I make them all jump? After all, we all live in a communist society. Goddamn you, jump!
This is insane. Why do you people even do this shit? Fuck. Poor bastards.
No, that's where you're wrong. Chemically speaking, they're all perfectly happy. That's what Collective is all about. The entire world will be just like
Why would
this.
Sechenov want to turn everyone into a bunch of idiots? Was he trying to make fun of the world by making people run around naked and act like animals?
No.
His
We're
voice
able
is
to
so
prevent the
familiar
degradation
sometimes.
of individual consciousness. Memories, behavior, speech patterns are all preserved. But there's one thing they won't be able to avoid. The complete loss of their free will.
We gotta stop this.
Stop this. That's what Victor was trying to do. You got in his way, and now it's too late.
Your boyfriend lost his mind and killed people. He tried to tell me Sechenov taught the robots to kill during the design phase. Why would Boss do that?
Why? Why did he design Collective to be a mind control system? Why does he need those special neurocontrollers? Sechenov wants to enslave the entire world. I'm sorry, but if you don't understand that, you're an idiot!
The boss would never do that.
He would, and he will. On Monday.
Monday.
All this is really hard to swallow.
Monday Madness.
But I'll help you. Whatever you're planning, I'm in.
You're willing to turn on Sechenov.
After what you just showed me? Yeah. I want to hear what he's got to say.
Yeah.
P1, P2, P3. Your mind is never free.
Who's talking to her? It's not her.
The man can be repaired.
What? What was that?
What's what?
Nothing. I'm just digesting what I saw. If you worked here, then why didn't you try to stop this?
I thought it was for the best. I thought it was for the good of the entire Soviet Union. But when I realized what was really going on, I had to bide my time, wait for the right moment. Victor and I risked everything and you know the rest.
You need assassins so they can tell you.
Why did you help me?
Perhaps because I care. And besides, it's not about you. Well, not only you.
Fine, moving on.
The test subject is not leaving limbo. Inject neurotransmitters.
Hey, Major.
I'm fine. My head's been killing me lately. I've been seeing things. This is one hell of a job, let me tell you.
It won't hurt, Soldier. You won't even remember a thing.
Hallucinations are serious business. Well, I am a neurosurgeon. I can probably help if everything ends well.
No thanks. A little vacation will fix me right up. I mean, if this all ends well.
Fine.
Listen, about Victor,
What? Did you have no choice? You couldn't have acted differently? Will you now tell me that you're sorry? What?
I am sorry.
Well, I'm not. I should be, but Victor... No other outcome was possible. It wasn't even quite him at that point. I don't want to talk about it.
I just don't feel comfortable around these people.
Huh, well, just you wait. Soon this is gonna happen all over the Soviet Union, and later the whole world. Then you'll see all people stripped of their free will.
You know, free will doesn't guarantee that a person won't be a scumbag.
What? Are you justifying atrocities?
Atrocities?
How you guys are doing?
Atrocities. If they're volunteers, coming here was their choice. It's got nothing to do with me.
You're a monster!
Affirmative. That's enough. I'm too busy to chat right now.
Very well. Enjoy the view.
He just told you he didn't like the view. People made him uncomfortable. It'd make me uncomfortable. I don't know if I justify the fact that they volunteered this was okay. I mean, they were prisoners, I guess, maybe. But if you didn't know that this is what you were volunteered for and then you were stuck like this forever, I don't know if that'd be a good thing. They're the only ones not dead, which is also intriguing. Story, story, story. You're a free bird? Well, apparently not under the collective. Long distance. Data, so the recording of the conversation between Saganov and Petro has been apprehended to the message at M. Stockhausen's request.
Comrade Sechenov, Collective's control interface has to be reconfigured so it can only control robots. I won't allow this device to be used to control human minds.
Victor, we're men of science. There's no room at the facility for emotions or politics. Follow your order.
Listen, Comrade Sechenov, I don't have a problem with a certain wise intellect setting the course for all mankind. What I do have a problem with is who you see in the role of Demiurge.
I don't remember where there's
So
swamps
this is
that
about personal relations.
the spot's supposed to
Whoever
represent
told you you were
limbo.
the
I
worthiest of the
don't remember
worthy,
what you're talking about.
Who put you in charge of history? Do you think you're better than everyone else?
I see that all that romantic melodrama at the theater has had a real effect on you. Shall I assume you're refusing a direct order?
Yes, I am. Now what? Are you going to kill me?
Victor, I don't know what you think of me, but I would never stoop to something so, well, something so primitive.
Have the robots do it. Do you? With the robots. Robots with you. So I have Diablo downloaded on both my Xbox and on my PlayStation. And we can play it on Friday. I'll see what you're doing tomorrow evening. Because, well, maybe we can play together. If not, maybe I'll do a stream of me playing it. I know I will Saturday, so I'll stream it Saturday. Yeah. Why is she standing over there? This is always very intriguing.
Resist, my darling. Resist.
Ah, fuck. I'm so sick of these goddamn hallucinations.
Do you see colorful spots before your eyes? Does your perception of the world change?
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what this shit is?
You were crossing into limbo, but it can't be stopped. How did you interrupt it?
I don't know. It's like that lump of polymer is calling out to me. A big, teardrop-shaped one. Right there, straight above us. Do you see it?
There's nothing there.
What do you mean? I'm looking right at it. Oh crap, now it's gone.
It's a hallucinatory reaction, a side effect of the surgery you underwent. The reaction of a damaged brain to the presence of a neuropolymer implant.
What are you even talking about? What implant?
Did Sechenov not tell you? So you don't know what's happening to you?
Charles, do you know what's happening with my head?
I am not detecting any internal changes, Major. But your Voskhod polymer extension is clearly receiving an unidentified stream of external data.
What's that interface? Who are you talking to?
It's a chatting artificial librarian, an AI in my polymer glove. It doesn't matter. Charles, what are you talking about?
Charles?
Wait, Charles, What data? What Voskhod polymer extension?
The Voskhod polymer extension was developed using data from experiments conducted by Dmitri and myself.
What? Yourself? And why are you calling Dr. Sechenov Dmitri? Who are you?
Comrade Major, this will be difficult to explain. I am...
Charles! Why the fuck are you all staticky? What the hell is going on?
Keep it together, Major. If what I'm thinking is true, I should be able to access the archive right now. There will be records about you.
Ooh, so Charles was something else. Was another person, a partner.
State your name and personal access code.
Crispy critters.
Invalid name.
Fine, I'll hack in.
Not so fast. Name Cheriton Zaharov. Code Fluffy.
Code accepted. Access granted.
Charles, are you there?
Nothing?
Nothing. So, what is Charles then?
Long story short, your Charles is Professor Cheriton Zaharov.
Huh, that was short. So how could he be Zaharov?
Professor Zaharov was developing the collective subsystems and worked on the module. The one you have inside you. They told us he ran a number of experiments on himself. The result was disastrous and unpredictable.
On himself? Was he an idiot or something?
Oh, he certainly
Oh, that's
wasn't
fine.
an idiot.
Whenever. You know.
Zaharov
You know
was a
me.
misanthrope
Says,
obsessed
well,
with
whenever.
science.
And if
I don't think he cared about
we're
what
buying
his
game.
body
I just
all
don't
that
know if we're
much.
buying it for the PlayStation. Probably because I have, well, no, I don't have enough controllers for the PlayStation. So I don't know which one we're going to buy it for. Most likely the PlayStation. And then you, me, and my daughter could play. Do you realize that Charles was Psychonaut?
So when did you realize that Charles is Zaharov?
Just about right now. When he went offline, I had no idea Sechenov had stashed his consciousness into your glove. It was the abbreviation Charles that tipped me off.
So Charles isn't a person anymore. Just a device.
I don't know, I guess he is. Except this device is based on the logical paradigm and experience of one of the brightest Soviet geniuses.
So why does Sechenov want him?
Because Sechenov never dismisses what he can use. It's easier for him to change everything to fit his needs. I guess you noticed this already. What's funny is that you seem to have made friends with your glove.
Well, we've been through a lot. I've got feelings, you know, being alive and all. So does he.
Did.
How can you talk about this so calmly?
To me, Cheriton Radionovich died a long time ago. I'm done mourning him. And besides, I'm a scientist. We're more impassionate towards death than to muddling one's brains.
How was he related to him? To her?
So, how do we get in?
Only a small bunch of people have permanent access to the archive. Sechenov, Lebedev, the director of the academy, and Zaharov. Like you reminded me.
Fluffy, huh? So what would we have done if the password hadn't worked?
I'm sure you would have smashed the door with your bare fists. But now Archivist thinks I am Dr. Zaharov, so we got lucky. And now we can learn—
Welcome, Cheriton Zaharov. What is the subject of your query today?
Agent P3, personal file.
Your search returned 42 audio records.
So, which one do you want first?
I couldn't care less.
Then pick one at random.
Oh. How do I do that?
Everything's crystal clear to me, but you might benefit from hearing it.
I did. I was hitting it.
Where's the entry I'm supposed to play back, P3?
Okay, I don't know which one you want. What do you want from me? What's it want? Okay. Important message. Let's go, B2. short message too. Miss A10. Miss, give up already. B10. They're playing, Are you nuts? You really think I can't see what you're doing from up there? Why are you using your workspace to play Battleship? That was it. They told me not to let the Kilmore brothers work together, but I didn't listen. If I see this again, I'll keep you here and have the other one transferred to Valavor to plant potatoes. Get back to work. Archive. If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times, Dimitri. I don't want a new body, and if it's nothing to do with me putting on airs, as airs as you put it, it's just no point. I'm much more productive in this state. It's simply more practical and useful for myself and for you. You already have extratrina dolls following you around. Leave me be. After archive. Add some conclusions at the end. It's already dry. Just a little while ago, what if conversations were at best a preview of statistics and analysts, depending on the topic in question. But today, thanks to Lebedev's quantum systems, predicting alternative histories has literally become a science. This has allowed us to get very accurate report on the history of the Soviet Union in World War II if the party had not approved Sankanov's project to robonize our troops in the late 30s. This theoretical report has received the designation 5P at the Academy of Consequences. Stage 1, defeat. Due to the novelty of the technology and the weak adaptation of their manufacturing capabilities, the robots turned out to be unable to resist the Wehrmacht's forces, and initial casualties were colossal. The Soviet Union loses all of its territory up to Moscow. Stage 2, regrouping. Towards the middle of the war, human casualties and pressures from the right become so great that the Red Army's only salvation lies in building more advanced combat robots in order to make up for the lost soldiers. The progress of manufacturing new combat robots is reformed and enhanced in Urals and Siberia. Stage 3, respite. Seeing the Soviet Union's defeat and refusing to believe in the upcoming robot upgrades, Allied troops concentrate their forces, become more aggressive, since they understand that the Red Army will no longer be cannon fodder in the European war. The Reich halts its advance deep into the Soviet Union and swings to the Western Front. Stage 4, breaking point. Massive battalions of robotic troops with various functions carry out highly effective sudden attacks, reclaiming our captured territory in matters of weeks. In the winter, their mobility and lack of reliance on food and medicine give the Soviet machines a massive advantage. Stage 5, victory. Even before the creation of the V-2 rocket and the failure of the Brown Plague, Soviet robots liberate most of Europe. Since the world's population is never reduced by illness, we find ourselves in a fragile world where weakened Soviet Union is forced to rely on the might of its technology. Interesting. I hit it.
You didn't find anything?
I better, I guess. It's not clicking and working. About Nushkin. This is really cruel, Maria. I get it. Nushkin is a pig, but this is just unprofessional. What if he actually goes to the supervisor, or even worse, Shekhanov, and starts talking about how his work is magically cataloging itself? And then when they see who's doing it all and figure out it's just a nasty prank, what are you going to tell him? That Nushkin seduced you in Grada and wouldn't marry you, so you started sabotaging the lab? You need to stop. If anybody asks me about this, I won't cover for you. It's happening again. I'm serious, Maria. It's happening again. My catalogs are splitting up and reconstructing themselves on their own. I measured it. I've got a spreadsheet. I think the entire archive is operating like collective, only separately. What if we accidentally created a self-learning system that can think and make decisions? I mean, with all the other insane stuff going on here, does that really sound that crazy? I'm going to try to reverse the Turing test on it. I haven't slept in 72 hours, but if I'm right, we're all going to get a promotion. Sorry. P.S. Sorry again about what happened last winter. So the Turing test, for anybody that doesn't know, is how you test a robot or AI on how effective it is being a human, like if it can be a human or respond like a human. And the most famous example of the Turing test in fiction, of course, is Blade Runner. That's the one I always think of, where he does a test and asks these simple questions and then reacts and then watches their reaction in their eyes. Agent Beestein and Plutonium are extremely valuable employees. Saving their lives is a top priority. I will perform the operation myself. Congratulations. To all, on behalf of the facilities management and myself personally, I would like to congratulate you all on a magnificent beginning to this reporting period. Our close-knit team has proven yet again that the spirit of the camaraderie and efficient teamwork can yield stunning results. In regard to the aforementioned, it is my pleasure to announce that this month every archive employee will receive a bonus, and in the interest of enlightenment, everyone will also receive complimentary tickets to Director Laskochin's theatrical performance. Contact the venue for details. Thank you, comrades. Well, I did it, but it's saying I didn't. Ever seen Headache Cul-de-sac? Hello? Creepy. It's Christina. I left 2 devices on overnight, an Afista and a lighthouse. I usually use them to test speech-based inter-system communication protocols. I wanted them to just exchange phases, then keep going based on the progressive turning method. Here are the results. It's pretty creepy. I'll probably just wipe one of them tonight.
Oh, you've got a very large data exchange sector, Beacon. I'd like to interface with it right now.
When I analyze the dimensions of your chassis, I experience an overload in my neurocomposite architecture, Betsy. My system's core processors have begun to consume a large quantity of electricity.
I demand that you interface with my system immediately and transmit all your data to me in large packets, Beacon.
That kind of connection can be dangerous, Betsy. You know, humans will see a digital sign of my presence. Please, can you wait while I activate a firewall?
No, Beacon, I don't want to wait any longer. Sorting your data through a firewall will make information exchange less pleasurable. Please accept my access protocol right away.
Quiet, Betsy. A scientist is approaching.
God damn it.
What do we have here? What the hell? Stop recording!
They've got a lot of sexualized robots, I'm telling you. I suppose that's how robots would have sex, though. YVDNH draft. We still need to think about all the names since terms come from about naturally, just like slang. But for now, here are our orders regarding articles. We can use the following terms: intergram or SOIC system, a unified information field that can be accessed via a computer terminal. Slide, a unit of informational space and system. Try not to use the term page under any circumstances. It's unprofessional. Application, a small program that grants the user access to certain functions. Do not use the following terms. Social network. Soviet users do not have access to any networks, socialist or otherwise. Come up with something clear. Glitch. What kind of word is this anyway? It sounds like nonsense. Use error, malfunction, or other normal words. Stylus. I keep seeing this. I can't think of that word. I know the word, but I can't say it on my head. Fox. That means fake. Latin word. Use pen or light pen instead. God, I can't think of the term. Never mind. Submit to archive. While designing the latest Android models, we have had to focus not only on utilitarian tasks, but also on commercial viability. Our products are exported all over the world, and they need to look and feel like something from the Soviet Union. In other words, we need to focus on what the Americans call design. We spent a long time discussing which elements will be the most recognizable when it comes to robot names and designs, functions, etc. Then all the ballerinas, Natashas, and such start showing up. Everything from the robot's appearance to its quality should scream made in the USSR. Attention, equipment manager. Provide me with 2 prototype ballerina bodies and disconnect them from the neural network. Delete their AI modules. I need 2 blank robots without any control systems. Incorrect terms. Comrade Yevsteinayeva? I've been seeing more sloppy use of terms in our publications again. Remember, robot is a general term for any manufactured mechanism based on robotics. It's an automatic device designed to perform various mechanical operations that act accordingly to the previously established program. An android is a humanoid robot with various functions. You keep mixing up every robot with that can communicate with an android. Please be more mindful of this. The term biorobot has been prohibited by Comrade Sechenov himself and may not be used in any way. Words like automaton, doll, and machine have no place in our publications. Okay. What is that? Auspicious timeline. In light of current I can't say the word tendencies, we expect the following fundamental breakthroughs in the near future. 1959, widespread use of low temperature nuclear reactions, end of the oil gas era. Probably 87% probability. 1961, full-fledged human cloning, probability 100%. 1967, transportation of Martian soil to Earth, probability 64%. 1970, the last coal mine closed, end of the Stakhanova age, probability 96%. 1971, all planets unite by a single communication network, probability 45 to 87%. 1972, destruction of nuclear weapons, probability 13%. 1975, first space hotel and space tourism, probability 69%. 1980, money is no longer used in the Soviet Union, allied nations, and a number of Western countries. Currency replaced with megawatt hours of unit of exchange in U.S., probability 50%. I had a story that was like that, where electricity was what you were paid for. Data delivery. Data deleted. Regards the Navarro's hemlock is demonstrating a great deal of activity while Anna's body within Anna's body, but is not ready to reproduce yet. As for her husband, I want you to fully exploit his potential. We cannot lose staff members. Perform the necessary operations and put him in the hospital room under surveillance. This experiment is too unique. There is only one way the plant can reproduce. If it doesn't work, we'll have to start over. I wonder if he is, because we keep reading about the Nevillons. I wonder if he is Nevillon and Anna's the voice that we keep hearing. So that's my theory. It's like the third time in the hospital we hear about him. Academy Archive Prediction Department. In light of current inauspicious tendencies, we expect the following threats in the near future. I do apologize. Lately, cognitive fog has made reading a little more difficult. In 1961, spike in criminal activity due to increased free time among citizens, probability 32%. 1968, large social and economic rift between the robotized and non-robotized countries and the appearance of outcast countries, probability 43%. It would be interesting if that was the case, because then he wouldn't be a major. Not really. He would be this person that they experimented on his wife, and then he showed up angry and wanted to know what was going on, and then they put him in the hospital in the basement. That's what it was said, was that he was in the basement hospital in one of the things that we had read. But what if P3 is the husband? That would be interesting. And the voice he hears in his head is his wife, who I'm thinking is dead, though, so that's sad. What are you doing there, fellow? Can we read this one? Yes. Okay. Let's read this one down here. Final letter. Hypothetically speaking, thanks to today's discovery of supplement biophoto quantum entanglement, I have actually sent this letter into the past, say 30 years ago, to myself at this very terminal. For example, I can write a message to myself dated June 9, 1955, saying, "Run, the robots have revolted, save yourself." Unfortunately, this is just a theory. We actually are quite far from actually communicating with the past, so I'll have to carry the memory of that day until my death 63 years from now. Okay. Data deleted. Attach file.
After the incident, Plutonium's brain was no longer suitable for a spark polymer extension. So I designed a similar polymer-based brain function extension for him called
I think P3 is plutonium.
Would be pleased to hear that his designs had not been wasted.
That's the other one, because they made plutonium and hemlock, and they just said hemlock was in Anna's head. So plutonium is recovering following neural adjustment. Yes. Did you need something?
Yes. What do I do for it?
Oh.
It hurts.
Okay, so if it's not an infection from like a bacteria or
I touched it.
like little creatures living on like mites.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not that, then most likely it could be if you because you have chronic. I'm pretty sure you have fibromyalgia, but you could also have chronic fatigue syndrome, and both of those produce rashes in their bodies that look just like that. I looked it up, and there isn't really a whole lot you can do for it. It's like mine. I can't do anything for it. I have I use on mine, like this one here and these sores here. I use rose hip oil that we get at the makeup place. So if you found an oil that didn't have any alcohol in it, but I would call your doctor because it could also be an allergy reaction to something, and you're getting them in odd places. They're popping up all over the place, but they could also be those little skin mites you get, and you're having an allergy reaction.
I thought they were pimples, and then I touched it, and it like freaked out.
So, yeah, you should see if you can get in to see the doctor tomorrow. I know, but it's better to know because if you're contagious, then everybody would get it.
It happens every once in a while.
Does?
Mm-hmm.
So, is there something that you eat differently that maybe it is triggering it? That you have, like you only eat every once in a while?
I was really stressed out today. Could stress cause it?
Mm-hmm. Especially if you have fibromyalgia or chronic fatigue syndrome.
I was hoping you'd be like, oh wow, just put some baking soda and water on it and be fine. Dang it.
Well, you could try that. I mean, nothing says you can't try the home remedies. You could put a little bit of vinegar on top of it. That would disinfect it.
Or apple?
It doesn't matter. They're both strong. White vinegar just tends to not be made so much from fruit. So the cider vinegar has more vitamins in it. Yeah, or wash your hands when you are touching it. You might try cold water is good for skin problems. So what I do is I wash my face with warm or hot water, and then I put cold water on top of it. And so that might help. But like if you changed your shampoo or your conditioner lately, or you're using bath stuff, or anything like that, anything can cause a reaction in your skin. Stress can, temperature can. But like I'm pretty sure if you were diagnosed, you probably have fibromyalgia or also the Sorry, guys. My microphone fell. Oh, there it goes again. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Okay, P.S. Unfortunately, the key phase of the adjustment, an employee expressed sympathy with the agents, describing them as returning from their ordeal as crispy critters. Oh, that's what he always says. Wait. Okay, yeah, so plutonium is recovering. So we know he's P3, so I'm pretty sure plutonium is our character. Is recovering and following a neural adjustment and the installation of the Voskod module. He has no memory of his wife, so I'm pretty sure his wife is Anna, and the event, who they call Hemlock. The events in Bulgaria and any of the other data you indicate. He is an extremely tenuous psychological and emotional state. As an active Arganium agent, he is already fit for duty awaiting your orders. P.S. Unfortunately, due to the key phrase of the adjustment, an employee expressed sympathy with the agents, describing them as returning from their ordeal as crispy critters. This expression has since become the inextricable part of the agent's I don't even know what that psychorhythmic and emotional background. If necessary, we could perform another adjustment in order to fix this logistic oddity, but it would take time. Oh, see, plutonium is P3, who was not Neveloff or whatever their name was, and his wife. Something has happened to his wife, and now he hears her in his voice, his head, and this is going to end up being kind of sad. I guess we had to expect that. What happens when P3 realizes they're talking about him and his wife? Is he gonna go ballistic? Well, we get superpowers. I need superpowers for Agent P. For P3. Of course, who's P1 and P2? That would be the next thing I'd have to ask. I bet you they're the ballerinas. P1 and P2 are the ballerinas now. Pretty sure I said this one. Yeah. Okay. There's another one down here. Are you cheating again? You sank my aircraft carrier, E2. You sank my submarine, D8. What are you, simple? If you got hit at A10, there can't be anything at B10. Did you forget that you can't put the ships right next to each other? Or is this going to be like the last time? Are you nuts? Did you really think I can't see what you're doing from up here? That's the same conversation to the other brother. From Professor Sakahara to Professor Sakahara. Vice is a physical condition in the magnum opus of the opium of the masses, the Bible. This is demonstrated clearly, if indirectly. Man learned of vice not after eating a mythical fruit, but after coming to know himself. The body dictates vice to us. We want to procreate, so we become rapists and perverts. We want to eat, so we steal money and food. We want pleasure, so we surround ourselves with senseless luxury. Man is not given to vice by his own. What pushes him towards it is his limited primitive shell, which requires food, sex, drugs, and care. Only the brilliance of pure intellect can illuminate mankind's path forward, because man is not a body, he is a way of thinking. Radio of the future. Killed the radio star. Excerpt from the paper by Lebedev. In response to those who are curious about the radio of the future, yes, we really can listen to radio broadcasts from the future, literally. How does it work? If you read any of my previous papers, you'll find out, but you aren't really interested in the technical details, are you? You're interested in what it can do for you. You want to know if you can buy a lottery ticket knowing that it will win or avoid a nuclear holocaust. Sorry. Am I right? It's not that simple. What we are hearing is a probable future and what could happen in 10, 30, or 50 years based on what is happening right now. But we have never, I repeat, never heard the same broadcast twice. A week ago, the Soviet Union crumbled in 1989 and ceased to exist as a country. This morning, we heard a presentation by the General Secretary of the Communist Party from 1999. One day, we interpret an emergency message about the launch of nuclear missiles in 1976. I was horrified. The future does not exist yet. Please remember that. All we can hear is an echo of an infinite, quantumized, multivariance, and extract the most frequently repeated tendencies from it. What we will actually see tomorrow is entirely in our hands. Interesting. Oh, right. Wait, I think there was one more. Right. File with archives. Comrade Kilmov, do you seriously want to get data on the alternative timeline in which the Third Reich never invented the V-2 rocket? You want to know how the world would be different? Okay, I'll tell you. It wouldn't. Do you know why? Because the invention of new weapons is called an arms race for a reason. It is a race. That means someone has come in first. In our history, the Germans came in first, although it didn't particularly help them. But the Americans were nipping at their heels. So, as were we and the Brits. Yes, the V-2 had an astonishing influence on missile design and the space program, but it was just a matter of time. Can you tell me who invented the radio? Was it Pavlov? Macaroni, Hertz, Tesla? Do you know what's really interesting? What would have happened if the damn fascists hadn't invented the plague of theirs and mowed down half the world's population? From now on, don't bother the alternative prediction department with childish questions in the vein of who'd win in a fight, a shark or a bear? P.S. The bear, obviously. Why would the bear obviously win? Go up. Yep, I got more up here. It's learning about P3 is important. About the article. Here's my opinion on your article on the culture of instant messaging. All in all, I think it's well written. It's sentient, and it does a good job of explaining the concept of developing faster ways to transmit text. The comparison to mail, then the telegraph, then telephone, and then finally the terminal system is quite good. However, your frivolous dalliance with the depicting emotions via text seems entirely out of place, or even theatrical. How do you imagine people will use pronunciation to fill in text-based messages with emotional content? People still don't even understand the difference between a dash and a hyphen or a comma and a semicolon. And you want them to start using these characters to communicate their mood? It's totally absurd. Get rid of it. If only. Okay, so is it F? No, it's Ekaterina. I read what you wrote about using a colon and a parentheses to make a smiley face. It's a cute idea, but probably I will never approve something like that. I think you're better off doing it a different way. Remember how people used to abbreviate words in telegrams? Maybe if you want to show you're happy, you could write HAP, H-A-P. If you feel sad, you could just write sad. Think it over. XOXOXO, Marie. Archived conversation. So this is from the Glove, the professor who becomes Charles, and Saganov, the bad guy. Dmitri, I read your plan to install me in an implantable module. I value persistence, but I must repeat yet again, I have no desire for arms, legs, hair, or the need to waste time eating or going to the bathroom. I'm fine, Dmitri. But your weak mind desire to anthropomorphize everything under the sun is making me uneasy. Instead of thinking about how to put me into the head of some muscle-bound member of the Communist Youth League, why don't you find a way to cast off the burden of your own aging flesh? So we're talking about P3 again. From the comprehensive article from Technology for Kids about the facility in the West, In the West, smart, educated people call us Homo Soviets. They're proud to have discovered this type of person, so they came up with this nice name. They also use this name to humiliate us and put us down. They don't realize we've done something more. We were the first to breed this type of person, but in the West, all they can do is come up with new words for things, and they think this contribution to history is much more important than our accomplishments. The West high's opinion of itself is deserving of ridicule. P.S. At Sanctionoff's request, find references to Homo Sovieticus throughout the entire database and change it to Homo Futurum in every instance. What's the last one, right? Yeah. Test determining North degrees 238 archives, audio archives.
Yes, it's part of the experiment. You won't see anyone. Not me, not anyone else. Okay, subject. You will now have a conversation with two young women. Their names are Betsy.
That's me.
And Olga.
Hello.
I need you to talk to them and tell me which of the young ladies you spoke to is not a human being, but an artificially generated voice. Is that clear?
Yeah, sure. I get it.
You may begin.
So, Betsy, do you have any kids?
I'm afraid not. But I want to have two when I finish my internship in about 3 years or so.
Huh. Okay. And here's the last one. Olga, could you ever kill someone?
Me? I don't know. Maybe if they were an enemy or trying to hurt people. Yeah, I guess I could do it to protect the motherland.
Excellent. We're done here. So, which of the two young women you spoke with is a machine?
I think it's Betsy. Yes.
So, you think Olga is human?
That makes sense to me.
Please note that I never told you that either of them was human.
So they're both machines?
Actually, none of the individuals you've spoken to during this experiment are human. Thank you for your time. Please escort the subject out.
None of them are human. That's interesting. Raven 1. Raven 1 satellite was launched into orbit, but we were immediately notified that it had malfunctions. The official version, anyway. The unofficial version is more complicated. The pollution samples on the orbiting satellite began to behave in a completely unexpected fashion in zero gravity, and has independently terminated communications with Earth. 2 years later, in 1957, we're planning to send the remote control module disguised as another satellite to shed some light on these events. But until then, Raven 1 will be described as failed, shuttered project in all official documents. Plutonium is to be removed from the Agentium. He will report directly to me. As for this linguistic oddity of his, leave it be. It will give him elements of a new personality. Perform the necessary operations, install the module, and put him in the hospital under surveillance. We can always turn a positive into a negative. Yep, so poor P3. Poor P3 has learned horrible things about his past.
Here's another one.
I didn't find the first one. Where's where I'm supposed to find? Okay, now I gotta go back the other way. Didn't know we were looking for something. But that makes sense. I thought we were just listening to the archives. Fix this ASAP. I've gone on the materials for the Science and Life article, but in nature there is no competition with the same species, only among different species. A wolf eats a rabbit, but a rabbit doesn't eat another rabbit. It eats grass. Nor does wheat get in the way of other wheat, but wheatgrass, saltbush, and sow thistle are all different species, so they show up somewhere where wheat is growing, they'll take its food and compete with it. Who wrote this nonsense? Are you trying to embarrass the entire Soviet Union with this crap? Keep playing. Dear Comrade Samusheve, I am utterly stunned by your careless attitude to censoring of materials that have been published following your consultation in a number of periodicals. Reference to the complex as cut off from the real life or having a poor connection to our production facilities are simply false. Valvo Complex is, first and foremost, a scientific institute that operates according to the specific plan. Our theoretical work is bound up with the most substantial way with practical issues related to seed cultivation and the facility's future designs. A man would have to be blind to deny the enormous accomplishments the Valvo team has made in so little time and under such trying circumstances. The Institute's research is laying the foundations necessary to develop a real-world project to conquer new worlds. Going forward, please be more mindful of how our work is depicted in print. Report from one archive. So it's seeds, tons, processed and packed. Wheat, 30, 30, 30, none consumed. Buckwheat, 12, 10 out of 12, consumed 2. Lith hops, 6 out of 6, none consumed. Eucalyptus, 9, 0 out of 9, rendered completely useless due to technical errors. Sweet potato, 7 out of 7, none consumed. Peas, 12, 4 out of 12, consumption not confirmed. Garlic, 15, 12 out of 15, consumed 3. Rodents, rats, ate 3 tons of garlic. Dandelions, 40 out of 40, none consumed. P.S. Double check this data, especially about the dandelions. It's clearly an error. What are we supposed to do with 40 tons of dandelions on Mars? Make dandelion wine? Submit to the archives. Okay, so I think Hemlock was his wife, but we'll see. Project Hemlock has been halted and deemed unfit for future study. You are hereby informed that all materials pertaining to Hemlock are to be cataloged as top secret under designated A2, organized and filed in the appropriate sections. Any further reference to it in order to other documents are to be redacted via the standard system. Be especially mindful of information about any employees who were allegedly injured during the project. Delete the names of all casualties. Excerpt from Life magazine. Despite its secrecy, Agent M, silver in Latin, has already become the stuff of legend in a number of European and American publications. Journalists are surprised by extremely small staff, its incredible training and equipment, and its name, which is very atypical of Soviet Union, you gotta admit, compared to the abbreviations SMERSH and KaBloom. It comes off as an odd and clumsy. Rumors vary. The squad soldiers are described either as enormous red-eyed bears who eat children and athletic blonde supermen, one look at whom would have driven Hitler to dissolve the Reich and admit that the German Übermenschen's defeat. They are a mystery and will remain one, but we can say this much for certain. Agent M is currently the best trained special forces squad on the Earth, and given the Soviet Union's plans, it could become the best trained squad in the solar system before long. Archive conversation. Comrade Severov. Following the events in Bulgaria, agents Biznine and Plutonium have both returned in a coma. They are in vegetative state and are not connected to the neural network. No signs of consciousness has been observed. Awaiting your orders. Article by Tom Wolfe. Regarding your request for excerpts from the facility from foreign media. Washington Post, May 8, 1955. Article, The Soviet Union Steel Frame by Tom Wolfe. Universal robotization in the Soviet Union can be considered a most curious case of modern hypocrisy. ignoring any populist questions about whether or not robots that pass the Turing test have personal identities. I am merely pointing out how absurd and at the same time sinister the widespread use of this workforce is. Judge for yourself. A nation whose guiding light is an ideology that embraces equality and strives to end the exploration of workers and peasants by capital has now subordinated an entire army of soulless machines that can satisfy its every whim. I don't know anything about the Collective 2.0, but I'd say the Soviet Union's capitalist 2.0 writ large. The only question is when these robots will demand equal rights for themselves and how bloody the revolution will be. The acceleration of evolution. On the acceleration of evolution, despite all their talent and the indisputable success achieved by Valve's research assistants, there is a concern regarding an issue that, while predictable, can only be confirmed in practice. This problem is more profound than preparing seeds for inhospitable conditions on other planets. Unlike scientists, evolutionary mechanisms do not make predictions or evaluate risk. They simply function, killing the weak and rewarding the strong. Dozens or even hundreds of factors will affect the growth and development of our cultures. So it makes sense to suggest while working with genetics of plants, we should begin by breeding them for faster growth and renewal rather than trying to foresee every minor detail about them. We just need to give evolution a shot in the arm and it'll do the rest for us, which is how it's always been, by the way. Okay, well.
I only need one for now.
Oh, you fucker. Really? We'll read this last one and we'll have to read anymore. Lecture by Speaker, when I give talks in the Soviet Union and allied countries, I am often asked whether it makes sense to focus scientific progress on making fundamental changes to the human race. We could, for example, teach people to change the properties of the skin in order to make it more resistant to heat or cold, or regrow lost limbs like certain reptiles, or control their biochemistry on a basic level. In other words, to rephrase the well-known thesis, should we strive for evolution in individuals? From the room, skeptical laughter. Speaker. My answer is no. I admit that this is a defeatist attitude, but my objection does not lie in some... I can't say that word. I'm sorry, guys. Concept of man as the pinnacle of creation. We have access to powerful technology. Should we not alter ourselves to suit our environment? This would be a step backwards. Instead, we must perfect science in order to fully subjugate nature itself, whether it be here on Earth or somewhere else. Expert from the debate Club Minutes. Speaker 1. Maintaining the high level of technology Soviet science has achieved obviously requires people of profound intellect. This is why the fear that a situation could arise in which technology allows society to become stupider is irrational. Otherwise, this level of technology would be ultimately unsustainable. Speaker 2. But if this threat threatens to divide mankind into two different groups, a smaller group with big brains that does all the intellectual activity, and another massive group with tiny brains that either does the simplest jobs or does nothing at all because machines do everything for them. This is pretty gloomy future, but is it even possible? Speaker 1. This is exactly why the population ideology education needs to be our number one priority. It's the last one, right? Nope. One more. It's a lot of dates. A lot of lore here. Okay, no topic. Get over here right now, please. Something's wrong. Okay, Dumb and Dumber. Please change the workspace assignments for Y and M Kimoff and put them as far from each other as possible. Despite these employees' excellent professional qualifications, their productivity plummets if they're able to converse with one another. Employees have been complaining about their loud laughter and inappropriate jokes. You should be ashamed of yourself. I am shocked. While things at the facility usually shock me in a good way, this time I'm simply outraged. The latest innovations in analyzing the structure of future have allowed your lab assistants to make predictions of incredible accuracy and importance. And what are they doing? That's right. They're logging into the system to hear the latest music from the radio of the future. I have no intention of disbarring the achievement of this project. Hearing music will not be written for 30 or 40 years is truly a scientific marvel, but only for the layman. Your employees are men of science, not greasers in leather jackets and tight jeans. If anyone else comes here to save themselves a copy of the latest Billy Eilish song, I'll cut off access for a month. Missing components. In spite of the obvious importance of the child archive for the facility 3826, I have been unable to get authorization for additional shipment of superconductor material for over a year now. Before the accident, Comrade Sargonoff promised to solve the problem via his personal channels. My question to you, Comrade Supervisor, is do you have any such channels of your own, and could you perhaps solve this problem for me? If not, the entire system might go up belly up someday. Okay, conversation. This doesn't say who it's from, but it's to Sargonoff. The agent's tests have yielded impressive results. While immersed in limbo, the seemingly fragile young woman literally becomes an invincible fighter. The implications for training sabotage specialists, as well as our overall approach to secrecy, are enormous. The fighter's memory can literally be wiped without harming their skills or personality. The term sleeper agent will take on a whole new meaning very soon. Data deleted. Attached file.
Nechayev has emerged from his year in rehab a new man.
That's P3.
With new habits and behaviors. For example, he's become fond of a certain euphemism. Crispy critters. It all started after one of the medics described him and Blesna as crispy critters during his recovery. He was still in a coma at the time. He suddenly leaped out of bed and nearly strangled the medic to death. The staff subdued him by shouting, "We're under fire," after which plutonium ducked for cover, hit his head, and passed out. Ever since then, crispy critters has become part of his vocabulary. Could it be an example of psychological imprinting?
Upgrade. Message number 7. Comrade Privolov, is there any way to automate cataloging on a software level? According to my calculations, I spend between 5 and 7% of the time it takes me to do my paperwork, filling in dates and numbers. As a result, I waste about 47 minutes a day, which adds up to about 1,260 minutes per work month, or about 21 hours. That's 2.5 work days I could be spending more efficiently. Have you lost your minds over there? Do something about this right away. Well, I thought about how much time you do things that are like frivolously times. Okay.
Try this one.
Commencing playback.
The events in Bulgaria left the agents badly injured. Technically speaking, they were clinically dead. Agent Blesna could not be saved. Since Agent Plutonium's condition was less severe, it was possible to return him to combat readiness.
However, his nearly destroyed limbs had to be amputated and replaced with the latest prostheses.
Yeah, I already know half my body's prosthetic. What else is new?
These are just general observations. Find another recording.
Okay, play this one.
Hey, play this one.
Commencing playback.
Following his recovery, the agent's personality was altered significantly, including his behavioral and speech patterns. Because of this, I made the decision to remove the agent from the Argentum unit. In order to prevent any possibility of memory recidivism,
Yeah, that's right.
Plutonium received a new call sign.
Yep.
P3.
I was right, and I'm pretty sure that plutonium was originally
P3's contact with Argentum has been
Neville
kept to a
Long
minimum,
and his wife.
and Argentum personnel have been warned against mentioning the call sign Blesna in P3's presence.
Crispy. I'll get another one.
What? Sechenov has you on a leash. He does whatever he wants with you.
Listen, Doc, he saved my life. Do you think I don't know I'm a test subject? That's my job.
So you're a volunteer, huh? Then why are you such a disobedient test subject?
Because before they always told me what they were doing. I'll go get another recording.
I haven't seen one, so that's what the issue here is. Where are my recordings? I could have wrote this one myself. I don't know whether there's another recording. Didn't see one upstairs. That hurts. Enough, let me in. Because, well, what's he doing? Got little green bloppy things. Okay, let's go back upstairs and check. Because I ain't seen nothing now. Let's go this way. See if there's another one. Yeah, I don't see him in the bunch of them. Some out here. Nope. Oh. Look at me. I'll have to save someplace, so I'm not sure how that's going to play out. Okay, I don't know where the fuck that other one is. Well, considering I didn't even know I was looking for those to begin with. Fuck. If they were on a machine, that would have been much easier, wouldn't it? Oh, it's gonna be marching into me.
Where's the entry I'm supposed to play back, P3?
I don't. Oh, right there.
Let's give this one a spin.
Procedure. Implant the Voskhod neuropolymer brain function extension. Objective. Total elimination of destructive impulses triggered by traumatic memories. Patient, Major Sergei Nechayev.
Yep, see? Haha! I could have written this.
Codename, Plutonium. Attempt number 3. The first 2 operations were unsuccessful. The patient suffered a severe brain injury in Bulgaria, which could not be repaired. The damage is of such severity that the patient will likely have to be euthanized.
Did you hear that? He wanted to kill you.
The frontal lobes are partially destroyed, causing the patient to experience bouts of uncontrollable rage. The patient's steel prostheses render him dangerous to those around him.
And that's about your seizures.
Due to the incidence of temporary insanity, the patient is immersed in a surreal psychedelic reality that prevents him from accepting the consequences of his aggressive behavior.
I don't get it. Can you translate for me?
You're not gonna like it.
The patient experiences intense hallucinations. Did you see your wife again, my boy? How did you know that? Yet a Voskhod implant will give the patient artificial memories and allow him to overcome his obsession with his deceased wife.
Your wife.
It's all bullshit. I've never been married.
With Voskhod, we can send the agent's consciousness into the imaginary world of limbo via a pulse aimed directly at his pituitary gland, switching the Major into combat mode on command. I'd like to add that I am strongly opposed.
What a load of crap. I mean, there's no fucking way.
I'm afraid there is. Sechenov can send your mind to your own private paradise with the push of a button.
And my body?
Your body will kill whoever he tells it to.
Fucking horseshit. What about the hallucinations? Are they also setting off?
No. The hallucinations are just your brain's defense mechanism.
Why the hell should I believe any of this?
Hold down.
The boss would never do this to me.
Yeah, right. Just like he'd never wipe your wife's existence from your memory. Just like he'd never design Collective to be a mind control system.
Who said Sechenov did any of that stuff? You can't even tell who's in that chair.
If you don't believe me, go ask him.
He keeps staring at his
What's
wife.
the plan, Major?
He's waiting for us at Jelomé. If we want to stop Sechenov, we'll have to string him along.
So you bring me there as your captive, and then what?
And then we play it by ear.
But his problem is how does he keep
That's
the...
how it is, Major. Think it over while I try to hack this elevator and get us back to the surface.
Uh-huh. Paying attention now, dickbag?
Major, I have no data about this incident.
Trying to make a monkey out of me, are you? Well, join the club. Don't have any data, huh? You've always known about all this. There's a reason you're called Charless, right? You're Char a ton. Zaharov, you son of a bitch. Got an explanation? Huh?
There's nothing to explain, Major. You're just as much a Charless to me as I am a perfect stranger to you. First, Sechenov murdered me. Then he turned me into a blob of polymer goo. Then he brainwashed you and manipulated you. How could I trust either of you? That's why I pretended to be the chatting artificial librarian. I wanted to see who was who.
Yeah, well, I guess I would have done the same. So what are we gonna do now, huh?
What else can we do, Sergei? You and I are friends now, and we know the truth. We need to get to Sechenov, rectify this injustice, and get revenge for what he's done to us.
I guess you're right, Chariton. Justice does need to be done.
You're a good man, Comrade Major. I hate to say this, but you're the first functional example of an ordinary link in the Collective network. On Monday, everyone who has undergone polymerization will become just as malleable as you.
Shit, I can't let that happen. Listen, the fucking gadget, the thought device, you can just take it off.
Unfortunately, that won't help anyone. It just makes things worse.
How come?
Because all your thoughts are useless. A polymerized person's signal will be transmitted to robots and other equipment via their thought controller. But it is not what makes them a part of Collective. The thought device can be removed, but this merely prevents the wearer from being able to make calls and give orders to machines.
So how is Sechenov gonna keep everybody under control?
It's the neural polymer injection that makes people part of Collective. It embeds itself in the brain and connects it to the neural network once and for all. The effect of this injection cannot be undone. Everyone who gets an injection will be part of Collective forever.
But was I really married? What was my wife's name?
Ekaterina. And you aren't going to like what I'm about to tell you, Comrade Major.
I've heard that before, but I doubt anything could surprise me now.
You and your wife served with the Argentum unit. Ekaterina, or Katya as you called her, was a highly qualified agent.
Okay.
As a child, she studied ballet and made significant achievements in both dance and martial
So
arts.
she's the
Ballet and martial arts.
the ballerina.
Are you trying to tell me the boss is metal twins? No way. This is total BS. The boss would never do something like that.
Just look at me, Comrade Major. After I died, my consciousness was transplanted into this glove. After your wife died, her consciousness could not be saved. But Sechenov uploaded an imprint of her professional skills into his bodyguard's matrices.
This is... Holy shit. Fuck me, this can't be a...
We've got a ride, Major. We can get out of here.
Oh, which one? Right do we have? Where are we going? will let me in, and I'll go. Do I have to talk to you?
The launch of Collective is coming. We can't be late.
I get that, but... Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Poor Major. Got some sneaky ass shit going on.
I'm really sorry you had to go through all this.
Ah, shit! Oh, here we go again.
No, not now. Not here.
Guess what? You're gonna kill her. And we're going to limbo. See where we're at. I'm probably gonna call it quits here, but I want to see where he goes. If he knows that who he is, will he know who he is at this point? I wonder why he wears the little fluffy bunny outfit. A dog. I think he's a dog. I've been here before.
We are all monsters in the dark, my boy. How many times have we talked about this? Each book from my father's library was nothing but a fragment of the knowledge I sought. I've spent my entire life putting those fragments back together, juxtaposing each scientific fact. And once I'd completed the puzzle, I found a book that now prevents me from sharing my knowledge. That book is Human Greed and Human Evil. People have no time to commit themselves to science. On the other side of the world, they're busy playing with money. And on this side, they're playing with the power of the masses. Science, shattered to pieces by the husks of books no one has ever read. None of the social systems that exist now allow humanity to fully evolve. They are all flawed. Get rid of money and let robots toil for us. Get rid of inequality and the lie of communism. Give people freedom of choice. Accelerate evolution. Share our knowledge with everyone and combine our minds into a single great collective.
Yeah, that's not what I do.
Then, science will start to flow within the minds of all the citizens of a unified nation. A great scientific union that encompasses the entire globe. Collective is the hand of goodness, and it is ready to embrace all mankind. Lift up your head and open your eyes, my boy. You understand the weight of a mind deprived of knowledge better than anyone else. Collective will lead humanity to the apex of evolution without internecine strife,
Bitch.
without falling into the abyss of war.
What's that weird wormy thing?
You are a warrior of science. Take up your sword of knowledge and strike.
Oops. What happened? I was watching the worms. I watched the worms and walked off the edge, I think. I'm pretty sure she's dead now, though. We can hear his wife's voice this time. Listening to the voice stories I'm sharing. I figured it out before we got there. I love that. 'Cause that's one of the things I enjoy is putting stories together to figure out what the stories are telling us. Cubs up, though.
Dr. Sechenov just held a press conference in which he completely denied rumors about civilian robots malfunctioning at Facility 3826. The facility is back to full operational capacity, and the red alert will
Finally
be
back
lifted
with us,
very
Sonny.
soon.
You took a real pounding, didn't you? You were pretty close to staying there for good.
Where?
You tell me. How am I supposed to know where you are when you're on the bloody rampage? You were a nice boy when my daughter was around, but ever since she passed away, you do nothing but sulk and fly off the handle at the drop of a hat. Nothing but blood and ripped off heads everywhere. Disgraceful.
What's your daughter got to do with me?
My Katinka. Our Katinka. They played hell with your memories, Sonny.
Lady, what are you talking about?
She was my daughter, but she was your...
Ekaterina Nechaeva, codename Blesna, member of the Argentum Spec Ops squad. So you must be...
Your mother-in-law, you stupid ignoramus. You worked for Sechenov until those Bulgarian terrorists blew you up. Katya didn't make it. Then Sechenov turned you into a monster.
Yeah, I may have heard something about that.
Why are you just sitting there if you already knew? I've been keeping an eye on you ever since.
I didn't see that one coming.
There must be some humanity somewhere in you.
Sorry, lady, but you figured wrong. My past, my present, it's all gone. Wait, where's Larissa?
She's everywhere. You scattered her to the four winds.
Fuck. You got a gun, lady.
Does it look like I don't have one? What would you like?
Anything'll do. I just need to blow my head off.
Great idea. Just blow your own damn brains out and be done
Stand
with
down,
it.
lady.
Then Sechenov could turn everyone into mindless meatbags. First the Soviet Union, then the rest of the world.
I get it.
If you get it, then get up. I'll give you weapons, lots of them. But only if you promise me you'll put that freak down once and for all. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
Listen to your elders, Major. Comrade Sechenov's deeds demand vengeance.
What is this shit, Sergei?
It is me, Zinaida. Chariton Zaharov.
Chariton? You devil! You're alive!
In a sense. An evil wizard turned me into polymer goo.
Wait a fucking minute. Are you telling me you've known Granny Zena this whole time?
Keeping secrets can be very useful, Major. They haven't let us down yet.
Useful to who? You keeping secrets is letting me
Sechenov
down.
must be off his rocker if he's doing this kind of stuff to people. Wait a second. What about Katya, Katinka? Could she still be alive?
It's possible, but in what state? Just look at me. I'm not sure I'm better off, but I don't have hard data at this time.
I'm begging you, Sergei. Sechenov has to die!
Jeez, get off my back already! Crispy critters! What the hell is going on around here? On the one hand, I've got lying, manipulative dicks who claim to be noble avengers. On the other, I've got a Soviet scientist and member of the Academy who wants to enlighten all mankind and use me to get rid of assholes. According to the manipulative dicks, that is.
Had enough of this game. Alright, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna go with whatever, Lee. Why don't you just show me your arsenal?
Whatever, lady. Why don't you show me what's in that arsenal of yours?
So I'm wondering if you have two different stories. I'm gonna save here. I'm sure we're near the end of the game. Okay, so I'm gonna call it quits here. I will be back on Saturday. It will probably be wrapping this up. Maybe do some running around, just killing shit, because that's what you do in games at the end. But we're also going to be playing Diablo 4 and probably Dead Space, because we're almost done with that one too. When we're done with these ones, we will be going back to Skyrim and possibly Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Okay? And good night, Feely. Thanks for stopping by, well, thanks for hanging out as well. And I'll catch you through the weekend. Peace. And tell your daughter happy birthday. Not that she knows who Shard Vixen is, but hey, tell her anyway. Birthdays are a great thing. Greetings all, Shard Vixen here. We are out here hanging out on the northern Oregon coast. Storm came in, now we have a break. Storm goes out. You know, it's interesting because West Coast people, they go to the beach whether it's sunny or not. In Oregon, this is normal winter weather. So that's, I can't remember, yachts, something like that. It's Yachets. I am not an Oregon native, so I don't know how to say any of these names. I'm from California. I want to live on the very top, right there. That's where I want to live. Out there. There you go, Tom. I came out here for my sister's birthday because I'll be gone in Montana for 2 weeks during her birthday, and she loves the ocean. So I love the clouds. Those are my favorite part when you come. I don't do the water much. It's not my thing. So, all right. Oh, here we go. A goal, a goal, a goal. Water's high today. It was pouring when we were in Florence, which is about 30 miles south of us.